afternoon we'll be offering a flow that's going to integrate lateral extensions and lots of twist. All you need to do is bring your breath and that connection and mindfulness to your body. Start by finding your center, simple cross-leg position, ground down through the pelvis, draw the navel in and up, relax the shoulders. As you inhale, stretch and reach the arms up and above the head. As you exhale, begin to lean to one side and then the other, alternating right to left and left to right, unlocking the rib cage, unlocking the torso, creating some mobility in your spine. Once you complete this last round, you're going to land back in neutral. Reach, 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 grow the spine, and exhale, hinge it forward. Take a moment to notice the sound of your incoming breath. Belly comes in, rise it up, hug the knees into your chest. Option to reach the fingertips straight ahead. Zip the navel in and up. Let's warm up the core a little bit. Slowly extend the legs out, low boat, squeeze the navel in. Drop the tail, roll the shoulders away from the head. Contract and pull it in. Stay breathing. Again, find that extension through the legs. Hug the shoulders away from the head. Tone the navel. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze right here. And then contract and squeeze it in. One more time, just a little baby warm up with core. If you like the core stuff, I have lots of videos on core yoga, strength, and fitness. Finding those on my link. And then contract and squeeze it in. Release to simple cross-leg position, placing the opposite ankle in front. Sit tall through the spine. As you inhale, stretch and reach. As you exhale, big twist to one side. Inhale, stretch and reach. Exhale, twist to the other. Alternating right, left, and left, right. Keeping that lift in your belly button, that drop in your tailbone, warming up the mobility in your spine and shoulders. Use your breath to move your body. When you complete your last round, release to a forward fold. Find the sound of your incoming breath. And then noticing the sensation of your outgoing breath. Release, come up, hug the knees into the heart, reach the fingertips straight ahead, tone the navel. This time you're going to extend one arm and leg, twisting to the opposite direction. Come back to center, change the sides. Come back to center, changing sides. And back to center, change the sides. Back to center, one more full round, keeping that tone in the navel, that lift in the rib cage. And then hold at center, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release and cross the ankles. Crawl through to the hands and knees. Take a moment to sway the hips side to side. Add some movement in the rib cage, left and right. Micro bend those elbows to move the shoulders, neck, and head. After you complete this last round, even yourself out, tone the navel. Inhale, fills the back of the ribs. Exhale, lengthen through your spine. Walk your hands over to the right shore of your mat, opening the left hemisphere of your lungs. Come back to center, change the sides. Walking over to the left shore of the mat, opening the right hemisphere of your lungs. Come back to center. Ground the palms, curl the toes under, bend the knees, press back to downward facing dog. A brief moment to pedal and stir those feet. Now as you bend the right knee, pressing your chest towards the right thigh. And then change the sides. Come back to center, lift both heels, slide your left hand outside of the right ankle or calf. Big twist to the right, looking underneath the right armpit. Come back to center, change your sides. Come back to center, pivot your way forward into plank pose. Option to lower the knees. Drop the tail, pull the navel in and up. Fire up the toes as you stack the shoulders over the wrist. And exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, pivot forward. Exhale, press it back. Inhale, pivot forward. Exhale, press it back. Pivot forward, plank pose, tone the navel, and then bend the elbows. Squeeze and pause your chaturanga. Tone the navel, lift the shoulders. Hold here, release the belly. Hug your shoulders back. Inhale, lift to cobra, and exhale back to child's pose. Lifting up through cow pose, and then round the spine, roll it back to downward facing dog. Inhale, fills your body. Exhale, jump or step forward. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, fold. Bend the knees. Ragdoll it out, side to side. Take big tick-tocks, one side and then the other. Explore the outer edges. Maybe even pause on the lift as you sway the torso side to side. After this last round, pause neutral. Bend the right knee, right hand to the earth. Straighten through the left leg, big twist to the left. Option to slide the right hand outside the right hip. Unwind the body. Changing sides. That left knee is bent. That right leg is straight. Option to place the block underneath your hands. Option to take a half bind. Release. Unwind. Inhale, flat back and look out. Exhale, you fold. Inhale, look out. Exhale, step back to downward facing dog. A brief moment to pedal and stir it out. Explore the edges of the rib cage. Pivot your way forward, plank pose, belly button in. Bend the elbows, chaturanga. Push it back to plank. Lower down, press it up. Lower down, press it up. Return to downward facing dog. Lower down the knees. Stack the shoulders over the wrists. Zip the navel in and up. Tone and then lengthen through that right leg. Engage the glutes. Engage the core. Lower down that right leg and lift. Lower, lift. Leg is straight. Leg is powerful. Waking up that right glute in the back side of the body. Now tone the navel. Right leg over to the right. Take it back. If you need to, you can do this with a bent knee. 3 more times. Belly in. Breathing. When you get to this last one, hold, squeeze. Release the right foot. Ground down through the palms. Ground down through that right foot. Inhale, contract and squeeze. Round the spine. Tuck the tailbone. Exhale, release the belly. Inhale, cat pose. Exhale, cow pose. One more like this. Release to neutral. Sit back onto that left heel as an option. Flip the right toes. Lower to the forearms. Release into that right hip. Find your breath. Come back to center. Hug the right knee in. Step it all the way forward. Place the hands to the inside of the right foot, creating some space between that right heel and that left knee. Take a moment to move your hips side to side. Explore the inner and outer edges of your body. Ground down through that right foot, and then straighten out the right leg. Flex the heel. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, forward fold. Pivot forward. Right hand to the right thigh. Move the ribs away from the pelvis. As you inhale, fill the rib cage. As you exhale, lengthen the spine. Begin to spiral the chest to look upwards. Inhale, unwind the body. Readjust, lengthen the spine. Exhale, find more extension. Twist and look up. One more time, using your breath. And then spiral the heart open. Hug the shoulders away from the head. You can stay right here, or option to pop that left foot. If your body says yes, grabbing hold of the right foot with the right hand. Tone the navel in and up. Spiral the chest open, lifting through the heart. Unwind the body, facing forward. Take a moment to move the ribs away from the pelvis. Hands to the hips, rise it up. Reach the arms and then sink the hips. Stay here, or right hand to the right hip. Lengthen over through that left side body, leaning to your right. Belly button comes in. Rise it up. Left elbow outside of the right thigh. Palms in namaste. Lengthen as you twist to look up. Receive your breath. Unwind the body. Release. Bringing that right foot over in front of the left knee or thigh. Lower down the right knee. Don't drop to dead pigeon. You can use blocks underneath your hands or your hips here. Tone the navel as you curl the back toes under. Inhale, engage, lift the pelvic floor. Exhale, soften, let it go. Inhale, engage. Exhale, decompress. One more. Let it go. Ground down through the palms. Engage, engage, engage as you lift up. Carry that right leg up and back. Spiral the side body open. And then square the hips. Pivot your way into a one-legged dog pose. And then release that right foot. A moment to pedal your feet. From here, release back to the hands and knees. Tone the navel. Left leg goes back. Belly button in. Lower down and lift. Strong back body and lift. Use your breath and lift. Keep that tone in the abs. After this last one, you're going to pause it, center, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Take it over to the left, maybe with a bent knee. Take it back. Option to straighten the left leg. Take it back. Squeeze the core. Take it back. When you complete this last one, hold it, hold it, hold it to the side. Release the left foot. Point the toes straight ahead. Tone the navel in and up. As you inhale, cat pose. As you exhale, cow pose. Inhale, tuck the tail. Exhale, release it. One more. Stay here, or option to flip those left toes and sit back to the right heel. Reach through the arms, settle the chest. Come up, hug the left knee in first, and then stepping the left foot forward. Pause and create some space. And then take a moment to move the hips. Discover edges in your body. Unlocking any grips, tension, or tightness. And then a pause in stillness. Add some length in your spine. Straighten out that left leg. Flex the heel. Lengthen and fold. Pivot your way forward. Ground down through that right hand. Left hand to the left thigh. Lengthen your spine. Inhale, fills all sides of the ribs. Exhale, lengthen, twist from your navel. Add heart and then the eyes. Unwind the body. Then lengthen the spine. Begin to twist your navel. Add heart and chest. One more time. Each side of the twist, you're lengthening your vertebra. You can stay here. Or if the body says yes, please, reaching back with that left arm. Externally rotate. Option to grab your back foot. Open through the chest. Spiral the heart open. Unwind the body. Pause and square everything forward, lengthening. And then rise it up. Square the chest. Drop the tailbone. Left hand to the left hip. Right hand reaches up. Lengthen to the left edge. Belly comes in. Add length to the spine. Right elbow outside of the left thigh. Palms in namaste. Unwind the body. Slide the left foot over to the right hand. Square everything off as you drop that left knee. You're going to curl the back toes under, keeping the hips relatively hovering above the earth. Tone the navel. Hinge forward a little bit if you need to. Inhale, engage that pelvic tone. Exhale, soften the hips. Inhale, squeeze, even if it's just your glutes. Exhale, soften it out. One more. Decompress. Ground down through the palms. Carry that left knee high. Spiral the whole side body open. And then square the hips. Find extension in that leg. Return to downward facing dog. Inhale, fills your body. Exhale, pivot forward, plank. Move the head forward, take a chaturanga. Inhale, flow to cobra. Exhale, roll over the toes, downward facing dog. Ground your palms, bring your feet together. Bend the knees, point like heck through that right big toe. Tone the navel. Lift that right leg high. Engage and lower. Option to add a little pop. One more. And then bring the knee to the heart. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Release. Back toes curled under. Tone the navel. Fly the arms. Reach up and above the head. Your crescent lunge. Tone the navel. Inhale, engage. A little lift. Exhale, decompress. Inhale, squeeze. Exhale, decompress. One more. Decompress. From here, airplane the arms. Tone the navel. Big twist to your left. Back to center. To your right. Back to center. To your left. Come center. To your right. Back to center. To your left. Back to center. Hold it to the right. Option to place your right hand behind you, exalting your revolved warrior. Tone the navel. Breathe here. Palms to namaste. Left elbow outside of that right thigh. Lengthen your side bodies. Belly comes in. Bring that left foot to meet the right foot. Revolving chair pose. Belly in. Reach the arms up and above the head. Stay with me here. You're going to ground the left foot. Shoot the right leg back. Warrior 3 left side. Tone the navel. Ground your warrior 1. Lift the ribs. Drop the hips. Now lace your fingers behind you. Your right thumb on top. Belly button comes in. Bow it forward. Humble your warrior. Release the hands. Walk the hands over to center. Flat back and look out. Right hand to the earth. Left hand reaches up. Option to slide the right hand outside of the left ankle. Option to bring the left hand behind the right hip. Lengthen the ribs. Move the heart towards the ceiling. Unwind the body. Lift the heart. Inhale, fill. Exhale, you fold. Rotate over to the right side. Spin the hips and shoulders coming into a pyramid stretch. Inhale, flat back, lengthen, look out. Exhale, you fold. Walk the hands out in front of you. Carry that left leg high. Move the ribs and pelvis into opposite spaces. Stay right here or reach that right arm up, revolving, reversing that half moon. Stay here or option to bend that left knee, taking a candy cane variation. Big release and step back. Left hand to the inside of the right foot. Reach the right arm up and long by the ear. Stay with me. Ground that left hand. You're going to take that right leg back. Side plank. Tone the navel, right arm by the ear. Inhale, bend the right elbow. Exhale, find extension. Inhale. Exhale, lengthen. One more. Hold your extension. Ground, ground, ground. Breathing. And then release the right hand to the earth. Tone the navel. Pivot forward, chaturanga. Inhale to cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Belly in, take a breath. Ground under the palms. Lift that left leg out. Tap the earth. Lift it strong. Progressive options, carry that right foot off the floor. And then bringing that left knee, squeeze it into the heart. Release it. Fly the arms back. Fire up the back toes. Reach the arms. Lift that back heel. Inhale, engage a pelvic tone. Exhale, decompress. Inhale, you squeeze. Exhale, soften. Airplane the arms. Use your breath. Exhale, twist to the right. Back to center. Twist to your left. Back to center, to your right, back to center, to your left. One more round. Enjoy your breath. Big rotation, option to exalt. Right elbow outside of left thigh, palms to namaste. Move the ribs away from the pelvis. Belly comes in. Step the right foot to meet the left. Sink the hips, a momentary pause. Chair pose. Deepen the hips. Ground down through that right foot. Take it back, the left leg. Warrior one on the left side. The right side, tone the navel, grounding through that left foot. Lacing the hands behind you. Your left thumb on top. Open the chest. Bow it forward, humble the warrior. Release the hands, folding to straddle. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, find length. Left hand to the earth, right hand to the sky. Option to take a half bind, option to place the left hand outside of the right ankle. Move the ribs away from the hips. Twist and look up. Unwind the body. Inhale, flat back and look out. Exhale, fold. Unwind the body, lift the chest. Rotate the hips and shoulders back to that left foot. Hips and shoulders squaring. Lift and look out. Exhale, fold. Tone the navel. You're going to pivot that right leg high. Lift to balance. Stay here or reversing your half moon. Stay here or grabbing hold of that big toe. Big expression. Ground down through that right hand. Left hand by the ear. Tone the navel. Step it back. Vashisthasana on the right. Left arm by the ear. Inhale, bend the elbow. Exhale, find extension. Inhale, you pull. Exhale, you lengthen. One more. Tone the navel, pivot forward, plank pose. Find your breath, and then moving through a flow. Chaturanga, cobra, and downward facing dog. Release the knees, coming into the pose of a child. Sink the hips, will begin cooling down. Walk your hands over to the right shore of your mat, opening the left hemispheres of the lungs. Belly comes in, back to center, pause, add some length. Changing sides. Come back to center, add some length. Crawl through to the hands and knees. Sit off to the side, bringing the legs around in front of you. Coming into a seated happy baby pose. Flex the heels, slide the hands to the pinky toes. Lift the rib cage, hinge it forward. Stay here, or option to extend the legs. Lift the ribs once again, fold and bow. Walk your hands over to the right side. Lift the chest, lengthen to fold. Come up, spiral the chest, extend that left arm by the ear. Fold into the center, lift, lengthen and fold. Over to the opposite side, lift the chest, lengthen to fold. Lift the heart, extend that right arm by the ear. Fold it in. Once again, walking the hands back to center. Lift the heart, fold it center. Belly in and rise it up. A A momentary pause to find your posture. Hug the knees into your heart. Release to lie onto your backs. Take a moment to stir your femur bones one direction and the other. Hug the right knee in. Extend the left leg out. Let it hover for just a pause, hugging the right thigh towards your chest. Option to bring that left thigh behind the right. Eagle bind. Squeeze it in. Airplane the arms. Release the knees over to your left. Release the belly. Soften the chest. Unwind to center, releasing to a butterfly pose. Soles of the feet together, knees and thighs butterfly. Extend the right leg, hug the left knee in, let that right heel hover, squeeze the thigh into your chest. Option to bring the right thigh behind the left, eagle bind, hug it in. Release the knees over to your right. Relax the belly, soften the inner and outer hips. Come back to center, happy baby pose. Rock side to side, exploring the outer edges of your thighs. Option to extend the legs out. Bring them in. Hug into a tight little ball, giving yourself the sweetest embrace, and then releasing to your final resting pose. Relax the bones into the pull of the earth. Soften the muscles, and sensing to the movement and vitality of the energy inside, fluids and chemicals. And you're welcome to stay here for as long as you appreciate your time in Shavasana. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me on this beautiful day. Namaste.